preparing. All right, guys, I'm here with the men, my friends, with Recording King Instruments. We have Mr. Travis and Mr. Ashley, both with the same last name. What's the deal there, guys?
All right, guys, I'm here
with we're brothers.
You're brothers. Okay. All right.
Yeah. We've been brothers my entire life.
Your entire life. Okay. So that means that you're the younger then. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's true.
Good. But we have many miles between us. You, Travis, are out in near San Francisco, correct?
That's right. That's right.
Excellent. And then Ashley, I just found out, Ashley, you're my neighbor.
Yeah. It's a very narrow triangle for the tripod.
Yeah, we're both in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. I had no idea. And I just want to say, as we get started here, what a day this has been. Ashley knows all about this, but yesterday we had a huge storm here in Mount Juliet, just a couple months after a really bad tornado. And but yesterday we had like 70, 80 mile per hour straight line winds. And we are under right now the most extensive power outage that Nashville has ever seen in the history of keeping those kinds of records. And so I'm actually at the cabin. I'm out of power, probably will be for several days. So I'm over at a friend of mine's house, and thankfully they'll let me use the internet. And the show must go on, right, guys? We've still got a banjo to give away. And I want to thank you so much for what friends you are at Recording King, and also just for the excellent instruments that you're putting out. I want to talk a bit about that before we give the banjo away. And I want to just say a huge, I'm just so proud of everybody that entered. We had near 200 entries for this contest. That's awesome. Which is really incredible when you think about what all folks had to do. And so I want to tell folks, if they weren't aware of the contest, we're going to have more coming and more partnered with you guys. Y'all are so kind to do that. But as I told people, it'll be really easy to just, open up the floodgates and say, enter your name and win a banjo. We'd have thousands of people do that. But I put a fun twist on it where you had to actually submit a video to be entered into the contest and play a simple song. You don't even have to know how to play the banjo. You just had to play it. And I even said in the announcement, you don't even have to have a banjo. You can grab a guitar, tune it like a banjo, and submit that. And so a lot of people jumped on that and had fun. And I think that's important right now, guys, in the time that we're in, where a lot of us are sitting at home a little more than normal. And maybe there's not a whole lot of good news in the world. This was a lot of fun during that time.
Yeah, well, music has been a friend to many people, I'm sure, through this. I know it definitely has been to me. So the more musicians out there, the more people making music, it's one of the steps that we all agree we need to take for a better world, for sure.
Absolutely. And Ashley, why don't you tell us a bit about what you do for Recording King and Travis as well?
Yeah, sure. So my job is to handle the artist relations and social media for Recording King. So I deal with all of our artists and how all of that stuff comes across on social media. And my brother Travis deals with all of the products.
Yeah, myself, along with Greg Rich, who some of you know, work together to design all the banjos and guitars and basically all different fretted instruments that we make. And we love getting interesting sounds and trying different materials and things, and hope to get more things in people's hands, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And I just want to give a little bit of behind the scenes info to the folks watching about the motivations in this contest. I ran contests all throughout the month of really March and April. And, I asked myself, who gives away stuff during this time when it's kind of, we're on shaky ground. But I thought, I'm going to do this because folks do need something positive to look forward to. And it cost me a little bit of money to do these things, but I just love seeing the joy that it brings people. And especially when folks win things that maybe they couldn't buy on their own and put it to good use. And so this is a big giveaway. It's a really, really nice banjo. We're going to see it here in a moment. It's $1,000 banjo, more than that, the suggested retail price. And, you know, when I was talking to Jake, my store manager, about what to give away, I was like, I want to give away a really good instrument, something that I would be proud to play, something that someone could win and play for the rest of their life, even if they had a pro gig, you know, playing a banjo. And we landed on the Recording King RK-R35. It's one of our favorite instruments that we carry in the whole shop. We carry a lot of them, and we find ourselves with the 35 in our hands a lot. We find ourselves recommending that banjo to folks a lot because of the price point on it and for what you get. We do believe it's one of the best instruments out there for what you get according to what you pay for. So I said, Jake, let's just give away an RK-R35. He's like, well, that's $1,000 instrument. I said, man, let's do it. And so we had decided on that, and we let y'all know what we were up to. And y'all said, hey, let us partner with you on that. And y'all helped us out with the banjo a little bit. And I just want to say thank you for doing that. And I want people to know out there, I'm not giving away this instrument because y'all approached me and said, hey, why don't you give, you know, this will make a great commercial. We're giving away this instrument because we believe in this instrument and we want somebody to get it that really deserves it. And so I just want to say thank you, because y'all didn't have to help us with this, but you did. And that's just the kind of company that you are.
We have the same core mission. You know, we want to have more players. We want to get people invested and involved in music. You know, with the reason that we're all doing this, obviously, is because we love being around music. And somehow, luckily, the three of us have been able to align our jobs so we can surround ourselves by that every single day, you know. So more people involved and invested in that, that's what our core mission is. And that's obviously yours as well.
Yeah, for sure. So I love working with like-minded folks that share the same values. And you know, of course, we're all in business. We all have to eat, but we also have a passion that's greater than that, and that's for the music and to see people grow in their pursuit of this passion of music. So, you know, if that wasn't a passion of y'all wouldn't do very well at your job, because that's what you have to have. And same for me. You know, I love inspiring people to pick up an instrument and learn. And so, Travis, you're the one that's, you know, you mentioned you and Greg work on these instruments. Would you tell the folks a bit about this 35? I know I'm just with a little webcam here. This isn't the best resolution, but it is such a beautiful banjo. This is the actual banjo that the winner is going to get. Tell me what sets the RK-R35 apart.
Well, this is a banjo that we've been really proud of. We've made for a number of years. We continue to tweak it to always try to get the best sound and best look out of it. This particular piece that you have has an updated color that we've used. So you can see it's kind of a darker color palette,
Yeah.
really nice looking, on a plain maple resonator and a plain maple neck. However, the real engine of it is, this is one of our first step in master tone style tone rings. So it's a cast bell brass tone ring, 20-hole ring. It's our own tone ring. It exists on nothing else, and we're really proud of it, and it really powers a totally legit sound.
It is so powerful. I'll be honest, Jake sent it to me because it was at the store, and the store's in Missouri. I'm outside Nashville, as I mentioned. So Jake sent me the banjo because I wanted to play it and wanted to make a video with it. And I called him up, or I texted him. I said, what all did you do this banjo? He's like, that's just the banjo. It is one of the most just powerful banjos that I've played, and it's not just this one, it's all of them. It's one of the reasons why we do recommend the 35 and 36 to folks, because as you said, Travis, y'all put some work into this, and it's an affordable banjo. And I want folks to know that, you know, because a lot of people, they get started on a you know, whatever banjo they happen to come across. I know for me, it was an old Fender that my uncle had that was tough to play, but that's what I got started on. And after you play for a little while, the question that you have is, what am I going to upgrade to? And this is a perfect banjo to do that. That's going to allow you to get a lot of mileage on it.
Well, and thanks for saying that. I mean, as Ashley was talking about our shared goal earlier of just getting more people to play, that really has been one of our guiding missions, is making something that a pro can still use and be absolutely happy with, but at the same time, it's within reach of somebody that wants that step up instrument. And once they get it, all the parts we really have put a lot of thought into, from the rim that's a true 3-ply maple rim, all the other hardware we're casting ourselves. So we really are proud of all the details that we're putting into it.
And it's like a bell all the way up the neck. Wow. Well, I kind of hate to give it away, but we're going to have to do it. I told folks that we were going to do it. And so I also hate just having one winner, especially when there were so many great entries in this contest. Folks from all over the world entered the contest. And so I want to give away some other things too. And so I have some really cool prizes for folks. Now, right before we went live on this call, I drew the names at random, and I wanted to do that before we got live, because if I have any kind of hiccups here as we're live, I didn't want to have that. So we used a random number generator, and we've got our actually 3 winners. We're going to have 1 grand winner that's going to win this 35, but I want to give away some other cool stuff. And for the 3rd place winner, I'm going to give a $100 gift card to my store, to Banjo Biz General Store, where we stock hundreds, if not actually thousands of items there. And so you're going to have $100 to come and spend just like cash at Banjo Biz General Store. And the winner of that one is going to be, or is, Chet Pope. Chet Pope.
Go Chet.
All right, Chet.
All right. So congratulations to Chet. I'm going to see if I can share my screen here. We should have probably tried this before going live, but I'm going to try, and I'm going to see if we can see a bit of Chet's entry here. Also just gave away the other winners, I think. Here we go. Oh, I already have him queued up. Here we go. Sorry, technical difficulties. So Chet is the banjo picker, and Chet, you didn't win the 35, but you got $100 to spend in my store. So congratulations there, buddy.
Yeah, congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah. And so for the second prize, and again, this wasn't what I love about these contests. It's not a contest to see who plays the best. It's anybody could enter. If you just had access to a banjo or a guitar, you could play a basic melody solo to Wreck of the Old 97, one of my lessons that I made free for this week. And so for second place, I'm going to give away a 1-year membership to the site. This is a $250 value, and where I have hundreds of lessons where I teach banjo, guitar, and mandolin. You get access to all of those. All of my Gold Pick members do. And so I'm going to get the entry primed up first before I hit share screen. That would be good. And this is Andy Anderson. And let's see here.
All right, congrats, Andy.
Andy, you won a one-year Gold Pick membership. Well, Andy and I have something in common. We're both Aggies, and I swear I did not pick him because of the A&M cap that he's wearing, but it just so happens that he won. So congratulations, Andy. And I haven't actually checked to see if you're a Gold Pick member or not, but if you are, you're welcome to gift that membership as well. So we'll be in touch with you. All right. Yeah. So now it comes down to the grand prize, the big finale. I'm so excited to give this away. So like I mentioned, we had contestants from all over the world enter. I don't know how many different countries we had, Alicia, but Europe, all over Europe, Australia, Western Europe, Eastern Europe, and even Central South America. And of course, all over the United States. and the the rules were that you just had to submit a solo to this lesson with a circle, not with a circle, RK-R37. You had to play along with one of my rhythm tracks, and you didn't even have to have a banjo. You could tune a guitar like a banjo and learn the solo and enter it, and you'd be entered. And I wondered if anybody was going to actually do that, but I wanted to make that available because lots of folks who want to play the banjo, learn to play the banjo, don't have a banjo, but they can get their hands on the guitar. And it just so happens that our winner did that very thing. And so I think this is really cool. And he's on Instagram, and I can't get on Instagram on this laptop. So I'm, this is a little low budget here, but I want to show you this entry. This is Tonio. Let me see, let me get the name right. This is Antonio Delgador from Chihuahua, Mexico. Chihuahua, Mexico. And he doesn't, I don't think that Antonio has a banjo. I was looking through his Instagram feed here, and I don't see any pictures. I see a mandolin, electric guitar, and then this acoustic. And he's going to play us some RK-R37 banjo solo on acoustic. So I don't know if we can hear that, but he has tuned his guitar like a banjo and playing it 3-finger style. And so is excellent. He's the big winner. He won the RK-R35.
Cool.
It's going to
Congrats, Antonio.
So I'm saying, is this not cool? I mean, we give away a banjo of someone playing a American infused Scruggs style solo to a guy in Mexico that wants to learn how to play. And that's what I love about music, and that's why I love that y'all are a part of this, because this crosses cultural lines, it crosses language barriers. It's excellent. I just want to say congratulations, felicidades, and estoy tan emocionado por ti, Antonio. So we'll get in touch with you and get this banjo to you. Guys, what do you have to say to the winner? What do you think, Ashley?
Congratulations. Again, being able to connect people with music is something that's super duper important to us. So awesome to hear that somebody who doesn't have a banjo now can add that to their arsenal. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think that's so cool. I was excited for anybody to win, but I love that somebody won that doesn't have a banjo.
Well, they won't grow out of it. He won't grow out of it in a while. That's for sure.
No, he will not. He will not. And I may have to just take a trip down to Chihuahua and do an in-person lesson. I've down there, and I love
let us know when you're doing that.
Yeah, come on. We can have some tacos al pastor and check up on Antonio's progress. So is Antonio watching? Oh wow, he's watching. Congratulations!
All right, congratulations, Antonio.
Can you believe it? You won an RK-R35. That's too cool. Well, guys, thank you again for this. And I want to say that I don't think this will be the last one. Let's give something else away. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We got the people from all over the world involved in a common passion, a common pursuit. And so I want to do this again. So
let's do it.
Y'all have a little powwow, and we'll get back together and give something else away. Congratulations to the winners. Thank you to all those who submitted the entries. Like I said, we had some really cool ones. If you want to just search the hashtag RK giveaway, you'll see all those wonderful entries. And if you didn't win, just stay tuned in, because we'll continue to give things away and continue to make it as fun as we can, and continue to give away quality stuff, including these great instruments from Recording King. Thanks again. Tell Misha I said thank you. Hopefully he's watching. And, the Ads brothers, y'all do such a great job there. I'm so proud to be partnered with y'all and be one of your dealers.
Yeah,
we're honored also.
Excellent. Okay, guys, have a great week.
Thanks, everybody.